Welcome back, Daniel, Pastor Eric. How are y'all?
Well,
Good.
hey, good to see y'all.
So are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so first question. Why did God make mosquitoes and palmetto bugs? I mean,
I think because God has a sense of humor.
that's a
Right.
weird sense of
Those are
humor.
pretty funny.
I mean, I think the stock answer is that it gives exterminators a job. It gives the, so we can get rid of this. I think when we think about it more deeply, and we think about as God as creator, God created everything, all creatures, and just as I really don't like mosquitoes, I think they love to come and bite me. It's still part of this cycle that God created. I think about fish. Maybe fish don't like humans because we like to eat fish. I don't know. It's it's all part. We're all part of God's creation.
Fair enough.
It's like the old Lutheridge song, all God's critters have a place in the choir.
Oh. So speaking of songs, actually, Daniel,
Good segue.
segue, because we have a really good worship question, and it's how do we pick our music on Sundays?
Oh, I've got this because I work next to Jason's office. I have seen a dartboard, and so I am suspect and convinced that Jason takes a random assortment of songs and then puts them on his dartboard and then boom, throws darts until it gets, okay, this is the opening hymn, bam. This is the hymn of the day. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the setting.
I think we should just bring in our resident expert when it comes to music. Look at it.
Oh,
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
So the question, Jason, so how is it that we choose music for worship? Like the songs that we sing, do we just toss a hymnal off the balcony and see what it lands on, or?
It's a dartboard in your office, right, Jason?
But there is a dartboard in the office, yes, that I like to use from time to time, especially if it's a very difficult Sunday. Yeah. No, actually, we choose our hymns based on what our scripture lesson is for that coming Sunday, in particular the gospel. And I kind of see it as if I want to make a chocolate cake, like this Sunday we're going to talk about chocolate cakes. Well, if I'm going to talk about chocolate cakes, then I need to talk about what goes into the cake. And so, I would talk about maybe having chocolate in it, or, some vanilla sugar, maybe, I wouldn't talk about, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard. That wouldn't go well with chocolate cake, and so we want our hymns to go with our gospel or our scripture lessons for that day. And, there's things we have out there. I have a book, my little cookbook, I guess you would say,
Nice.
for ELW hymns, and it has the scripture lessons of every Sunday, and it has the hymns listed that would actually go with that particular recipe for that particular Sunday. We also, there's more than one cook in the kitchen at the church. We have the pastors, and Daniel. We talk about what are we going to talk about this Sunday, and how do we put that recipe together? How does that recipe sound good? And so that's how we typically choose music for that Sunday. I hope that answers
that's
that
a good
question.
example. That's great.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is a really good analogy. I'm impressed. Much better than my dartboard story.
Nice. Yeah, it's that makes sense. I mean, if we've got shepherds, we sing about shepherds. If we've got bread, we sing about bread. It's
Right,
whatever's
yeah.
coming up in the recipe. So we do have a third question, and I think you might also be able to chime in on this one too. The question is, can we see your pets?
Let me go get one.
Okay. Oh, look at Charles. Hey, buddy. Can you tell us a little bit about Charles, Eric?
He's going to go for a haircut next week. He needs a haircut. I like when he's shaggy like this, but it's sure it's warm. It's too warm for him. Jason, what's the cat's name?
This is Bella.
Bella. Oh yeah.
Oh,
She's named after Bellatrix out of Harry Potter. We got Bella back in November from the SPCA. We have another one that we've had for a few years, Lily, and she's also named after, we call her Lily Potter Basil is what we call her. And then this is Bella. she's Bella when she's being good, and then she's Trixie when she's being bad.
I saw Rafiki there for a moment, Daniel.
Yeah, he went to play with a bone.
he's a little big for camera.
Yeah, I was thinking, how can I put my dog in my lap? And I just don't know.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't be fun. Yeah.
So there, let's see.
Oh,
there
look
he is.
at him.
There.
Yeah, he's chewing on his bone.
Do your pets have hobbies? Do they like to do things?
Yeah,
And Bellatrix likes bread, so you can't leave a loaf of bread out.
Really? What an
Rafiki, he'll eat spinach, but he looks at me funny once he realizes what it is.
He's like, "What is that?"
Wow.
Charles's favorite carrot. Watch this. Watch his favorite treat. Watch when I say this word. Carrot. Carrot. Oh, he loves carrot. I'm gonna have to get him one. I'll be right back. Here. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, Rafiki. So Rafiki likes a lot of fruits. So we've given him blueberries. Big fan. Which is funny to watch him eat because they're so small.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberries, carrots. His real, he's a glutton, and the youth know it at lock-ins. He likes pizza, so he'll get that very, very infrequently if you're watching Dr. Sheridan.
Well, at my parents' house, I have a cat. She doesn't live with me because I have a little apartment, but she's an outdoor cat. And she's a little cat that thinks she's a tiger, basically. She's about 8 pounds. Her name is Precious. She's a little gray feather duster, and she likes to chase after deer.
Wow.
Like I said,
Good luck with that.
Daniel mentioned Dr. Sheridan. I think the three of us take our animals, our pets, to see Dr. Sheridan. So,
oh yeah,
Dr. Sheridan's.
So yeah, he's looked after a couple of our pets.
nice.
Dr. Sheridan's over on Folly Road. His office is on Folly Road. He gives good care to animals.
All right. So that was a good batch of questions, and glad, Jason, you could join us. For next week, we'll be back. So if anybody has questions, they can send them in to Daniel, and we will give them our best shot.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right.